Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me tonight. This is episode 54 of the Small Businesses Do It Better show. And tonight we're going to be speaking with Angelique Ruers, who is the corporate agent, and she teaches small business owners and entrepreneurs how to market their business to big businesses, which is where the money is at. So stay tuned. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Again, this is episode 54 of the Small Businesses Do It Better show. I'm your host, Carissa Dunphy, and we're going to be chatting with Angelique in just a few minutes. But first, I would like to tell you about our sponsors of the show. And the show is sponsored by the UPS Store. Every day, where do I see the independent spirit of our country was founded on? And small business owners. We rely on them, and they rely on us. The UPS Store. From packaging and shipping to professional printing to mailbox services, small business owners get help from the UPS Store. But perhaps the best thing they get is the feeling that they're not alone out there. And even for those with a strong independent streak, that's a rather assuring feeling. We love small businesses, we love logistics, and to find the location near you, visit theupsstore.com. And we are sponsored by Ovaleye TV. Ovaleye TV hosts and produces live video events built to meet your objective. Visit ovaleye.tv to request a free 30-minute consultation today to find out more about going live with your brand. And you can tell them that I sent you, of course. So the first bit of news I want to share with everybody is each month I work with Easy Promo's Facebook app, which is a Facebook app that you can run contests from your Facebook page. And the contest is for a product or service-based business to win a feature on the show, which you'll see later on. And this week I'm featuring the fabulous skincare products of Nardos Natural. So to win a feature on the show, go to our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/smbizdoitbetter. Or you can just search for it there. There's a link on our website. But the winner of February's contest, which will be featured next week on the show, is, drumroll, and they're in the chat right now, so this is exciting. And forgive me if I say it wrong, Chez Moi Bakery. Did I say that right, Rhonda? So congratulations to you. They will be on the show next week. They'll have their products featured. And why is this product cool? Because her website says it all. iloverumcake.com. She's got cakes that she ships that are infused with different flavors of rum. Very cool, and they are gorgeous as well. And big props to them because they just recently got 100% funded on Kickstarter for a campaign that they ran, which paid for her cake truck, and she's going to take her cake truck to events to serve her cake from, like concerts at breweries and fun stuff like that. So congratulations to you guys, and you guys can tune in next week to see all about the iloverumcake.com. And so let's get talking to Angelique here, because small businesses marketing their services to large businesses, corporations, landing these big contracts, there's a lot of money in it. Millions and billions of dollars, tons. She can give us all the details, but let's get her on and start talking. So welcome to the show, Angelique. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Now all I can think about is wanting some rum cake.
I know, doesn't it sound delicious?
It sounds awesome.
So first start out by telling us a little bit about yourself and how your business became to be.
Well, first and foremost, I'm a mom. I have young twins and I'm a wife. And I'm an entrepreneur. I've been in business since about 2006. And I think the term accidental entrepreneur probably fits best because I wasn't expecting to become an entrepreneur until my corporate job just really became too demanding and I hit a wall and I had to find something different. And so I left corporate back in about 2006. And all I knew at that point in time was corporate America. And so I took the services that I knew that I could sell based on my experience, and I started selling it back to corporations because that's who I was most comfortable with. And about a couple of years into that, other women especially started seeing the success that I was having in selling my services to these corporations, and they asked me to mentor them. And before I knew it, that became a second business of showing other solopreneurs and small business owners how they too can sell their products, their services, and their programs into corporate clients. And the Corporate Agent was born in 2010.
Wow, that's a remarkable story. Accidental entrepreneur.
Yes,
meant
absolutely.
to be then. Okay, so let's just start off by talking about money, because it's a huge part of why you're so passionate about what you do. So teaching small business owners how to sell their services to corporations. Give us the details.
Yeah, so you mentioned millions and billions of dollars. It's actually a multi-trillion dollar marketplace when we're talking about corporate. The top 2,000 companies in the United States spend a collective $8.73 trillion plus every year buying products and services. And that's just the largest 2,000 companies. There are 18,000 companies in this country that have 500 or more employees. And those 18,000 companies, which account for about 0.3% of all the companies out there, they're actually responsible for generating 60% of all the revenue in this country. So there's a tremendous amount of revenue made in these corporations and a tremendous amount that's spent on both goods and services. So it's a very lucrative marketplace. But on the other side, what we see is that small business owners, especially those that fall into the category of a micro business, somebody who has 10 or fewer people in their company, that they are really struggling financially. We talk all the time about the fact that small business is the backbone of this country, and it's so important to the economic strength of the U.S. But when you really look at what micro business owners are earning, about half, about 50%, are actually bringing in about $25,000 a year in revenue. So we're really struggling financially at that micro business level. Meanwhile, you've got this very, very lucrative market of these corporations that need and buy just about everything. And so part of my passion is really connecting the two between the corporations and the small business owners, because really they can both help each other.
Very good points. So aside from the money of these giant corporations, what are some of the biggest advantages to working with corporate clients that people may be surprised about?
Well, I think the biggest one is impact and influence. Women especially really want to have an influence in the market through the work that they do. And whether it's your business itself that has that influence and you're living your purpose and your passion in your business, or if your business is merely a means to give you the financial wealth to be able to have an impact. It's not always through our specific work that we do, but being financially free in our business, creating that wealth, it allows us to have such an impact in the world. And I think that's probably the biggest thing, that when we're able to build financially sustainable businesses for small business owners, we see that the impact that they have in their communities is pretty profound. So for me, that's a huge piece of it. The other piece of it too is just running a business that doesn't run you into the ground. The part of marketing and sales that we do is really one of the biggest, most expensive, time-consuming pieces of the business that we have. You know, if the clients just showed up and we didn't have to work for them, we'd all be living on Easy Street. So I love to show people how to get clients who are going to spend a lot of money with them, who are going to keep buying from them again and again, so that they don't have to spend as much effort to get clients. Or if they do spend effort to get clients, that they're not doing that only to get a really small payoff. These corporate corporate clients are very lucrative. So leverage becomes a big thing in your business. And for me, being a mom of young twins, being financially free in my business and also not having my business running me into the ground is really important to me. So I like to show other women how to do that as well.
It's very helpful. You don't want to dread what you're doing, especially if you're working for yourself.
Absolutely.
So what kind of business owners have the most success in selling their services or products to corporate clients?
Well, the good news is that companies today need and buy just about everything. The one category of companies that don't do so well selling to corporations are those in the network marketing or the multi-level marketing arena. But aside from that, you can really sell just about any product or any service into corporate. I've yet to find one that I can't find a great angle and a great reason why corporations wouldn't be interested in it. But I will say that services are a lot easier to sell oftentimes into corporate clients than products, because it's a lot less risky for a corporation to bring in a consultant, a coach, a speaker, an author, a health and wellness expert, a productivity expert, or an organizational professional. It's a lot easier to purchase those services with very little risk. If, however, your small business makes a product and that product is going to become an integral part of either the supply chain or something that the company does, and you haven't shown that you have the ability to produce mass amounts of that product, they're really putting a lot of risk in hiring you. So it is a little bit easier to break into the corporate market if you're selling a service. Not that you can't do it on the product side, you absolutely can. And you can do it, local business owners can do it as well. You mentioned at the beginning of the show the company that I want to make sure I get this website right, iloverumcakes.com. A company like that absolutely can be selling to all the corporations in their area, doing corporate gifts, doing parties and events for them. So you can do it whether you're a local business owner or you're working virtually. You can do it whether you're a product company or services company. But those of us who are services professionals, we do have a little bit easier of a time nowadays getting our foot into corporate.
Okay. We have someone in the chat. This is really interesting. Mark Berginger, who is the, I guess, owner, CEO of Cubits Toys. And he says that he loves corporate clients. They build construction toys where you build things with them. And he said that corporations love it because it's a team building exercise. So
absolutely,
even a company like that who makes toys, it can be fun and it can be incorporated and you can apply it towards these large corporate clients. So excellent work, Mark.
I love that. I absolutely love that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it really, you can find an angle for virtually everything. There's the only other caveat is if you teach people how to quit their jobs and go find another job, then corporate clients aren't usually ready to bring you in. So.
Good point. So if you decide you want to go get the corporate company to sponsor you, work with you, how do you know who to start targeting first?
Well, the very first thing that you want to do is you really, if you're just getting started, you want to look locally first. Tony Robbins said it best when he said proximity is power. And that is indeed true. Your life is so much easier penetrating into the corporate marketplace when you look first and foremost to the companies that are in your backyard. It's a lot easier to network with those people. It's a lot easier to build relationships and to get together with them for a face-to-face meeting. You can also host your own events locally and invite corporate decision makers to your events. And there's also sort of just the degrees of separation. So if you focus in your own city, there is no doubt that you know someone who can make at least a warm introduction for you. And it's amazing the power of the warm introduction. If you're able to get that into a company, that can lead to having coffee or lunch with somebody, have a great discussion with them about what their current needs are, and then you can really help, find the best way that you can support them and help them in what their goals are. So I'm a huge believer in not trying to roll water uphill, focus locally first, build those relationships. Most people live in an area where they could sell to small, medium, or large corporations and be busy for the next 10 years by just focusing on the companies in their local city. So not that you can't expand beyond that, but that is for sure the place to start.
And how do you suggest a small business like I Love Rum Cake, how would you suggest in getting your foot in the door with these big, huge companies, because they're quite intimidating?
They can be, but you know, it's interesting. They're really, you know, these big companies are made up of people. So if you're going after the really large companies, you want to think about breaking them down into pieces. You want to break them down into sections, because you're not trying to sell to the whole company all at one time. So you've got to identify the right decision maker, or the right decision makers that make the most sense for you. So if I was iloverumcakes.com, I certainly would be talking to the event department in that company. I'd be talking to the corporate communications department. I'd be talking even to facilities management in that company. So you want to look at, okay, who are all the people that I can reach within those companies? And then you want to develop a specific strategy. And my two favorite strategies are developing campaigns to get your foot in the door that are going to be made up with multiple touch points. So it usually is not one email. It's not one phone call. It's a series of emails. It's a series of phone calls. You're going to plan to reach out at least 5 times to each decision maker. And if they say statistically that most people stop following up after just 2 points of contact. And yet yeses, 80% of the yeses are on the other side of the 5th point of contact. So it's really important that you stick with it and that you continue to follow up. And you want to follow up about every 2 to 3 days, because you really want to let them know, you know what, I'm really going to be persistent until we at least talk. Maybe it's not a fit, but I am going to keep contacting you. So that's number one. The other thing that I teach people is to sell to the spark. And that is, you look for those moments in time that make the absolute right window of opportunity, if you will, to sell your services to that company. So somebody who is sells something like iloverumcakes.com, they probably want to focus a few months before the holidays. That's a great spark event for them to be reaching out to companies. So it's all about what I call strategic serendipity, appearing to be in the right place at the right time so that they're more open to your solicitation and more open to meeting with you and having a conversation, because it fits with what's happening in their day-to-day life at the office right then. So they're very busy. That's the biggest challenge that we're up against. It's not that they're not interested. It's just if you're contacting them and what you're talking to them about is not what their number one priority is right then and there, they feel too busy to talk to you. So when you can time it to create that strategic serendipity, you're much more likely to get your foot in the door.
And I know from working with so many small business owners, that particular case, timing is huge, and it's more important than you think. And it requires a lot of prep, because I know, I can't remember who it was, but someone I spoke with was trying to get in a magazine for like Valentine's Day or St. Patrick's Day or something. But that magazine was literally 8 months in advance for planning. Yep. So if you wait until the last minute, I mean, sooner is always better. And planning is a huge, huge factor in timing.
Huge factor in timing. Yep.
I can't believe it's almost ready for your last question, because this is great information. It's going by so fast. Is targeting corporate clients something that's going to require these small businesses to start their marketing from a blank slate or from scratch?
Yeah, I really recommend that people don't do anything to change their marketing, their website, their logo, their business cards when they want to add corporate clients to their business, at least not at first. It's really important to reach out to corporate clients, to find those few yeses first, see what's resonating with them, see what they're most interested in about what you sell. There are often times, like the toy that you mentioned and the person who's using it for team building. You know, I wouldn't have immediately thought of that, and I do this all the time. So had he gone ahead and completely changed his marketing before he realized that that was going to be the angle that companies were interested in that particular toy, that would have been a waste of time and energy and money to do that. So I really believe very strongly, if you're looking to get into corporate, just stick with the marketing that you have now. Trust me, it's probably better than most people out there who are already selling to corporate clients. So whatever you have, you just want to stick with that now. You want to get 4, 5, 6 corporate clients first. You want to see what really interested them in hiring you, what really resonated with them. Once you know that, then you can go back to your marketing and incorporate key messages and do some things in your marketing that's going to resonate with more corporate clients. But to change it before you approach corporate clients is really putting the cart before the horse, because you don't know what it is that they're going to react to and what's going to excite them and what's going to be like, yeah, that doesn't really, fit with us. But this other thing that you do over here, now that's something we'd be interested in. So you want to find out what that is. You really want to have that voice of the customer incorporated into your marketing before you spend any time or any money changing any of your marketing. And I promise you, whatever your marketing is now, my first year and a half, I had no marketing when I was landing six-figure corporate clients. I didn't have a website, I didn't have a logo, I didn't have anything. And I still know tons of my colleagues and my peers who are walking around today with black and white business cards and no websites, and they're selling 6 and 7 figures into corporate clients. So please don't do anything to your marketing. Get the clients first, see what they really are interested in, and then it's worth investing to upgrade your marketing.
Excellent, excellent information. So this is a huge opportunity for small businesses. You may not have thought of it, but definitely, definitely explore it because it has enormous potential. So where can we all get more out of you? Where can we find you online? Are you speaking in anything? Where should they look for you?
Yeah, the best place to direct everybody right now is to a website that's called InsideEdge2013.com. And that's all about getting the inside edge on corporate clients. So it's InsideEdge2013.com. That's a major event that I have coming up. It's my conference, and it'll be about 400 plus small business owners of every type that you can imagine, all coming together to learn about adding these corporate clients to their business. And we'll have corporate decision makers there and experts from all over the country. It's a really exciting opportunity that's coming up in April. So the best place now to see what's going on in my business and to see what resources we have available to you is all through InsideEdge2013.com.
Awesome. Everyone check out InsideEdge2013.com, and we'll have this in the show notes tomorrow for those of you who are watching it after the fact. Angelique, I want to thank you so much for talking with us tonight. You brought so many great points up for small businesses to consider, so thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Boy, that was exciting. Are you guys all really excited to go look into this now? Mark, it looks like you have explored this already, so props to you. We're going to talk about this week's product now, which is very exciting. All of our little Shark Tank friends are in the chat room right now waiting to talk with, we have Danny on tonight. There's 4 Nardo brothers, and Danny is joining us tonight. So let's get Danny on. Everybody say hello. Hi, Danny. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me. Hi, everybody out there. How are you doing today?
Okay, so everybody in the chat, keep in mind we're doing a product feature, but if you have any questions, please let us know. Danny, can you start out by telling us, for those may have not seen you on Shark Tank, a little bit about your company and the why behind it, because it's not just you.
Yeah, it's actually my 3 brothers and I. So it's 4 brothers who started a skincare business in their kitchen, and a lot of people ask us, what are you talking about? 4 men making skincare in their mom's kitchen is certainly unique. You know, we were at Barbara Corcoran, loved the concept, loved the idea, but all in all, it's a family business and the integrity behind that. And Barbara Corcoran invested on that when we have the opportunity to go on Shark Tank, a phenomenal show, incredible exposure. We can expand upon that. But basically, we wanted to make healthy products for ourselves. That was the concept in the beginning. It wasn't a business model that we had to start to build from. We were just making healthy products for daily use in our kitchen for ourselves. Friends were coming over and saying, you've got something incredible here. I think you should sell it. And each brother had his own little facet. I was marketing and PR. My other brother was accounting and finances. One was management and business. And everybody was a jack of their own trade, and it worked out really well when it encompassed our business. So we said, okay, you handle this department, you handle that department, and it snowballed rather quickly. We were very fortunate for that, but you know, it took a lot of work to get off the get-go.
Wow, you're lucky that all of you guys weren't marketing people or something else. That's incredible.
Yeah, and to be honest, we didn't know in the beginning, so we weren't like, oh, here's what we've got. It was more or less, okay, who's good at drawing a logo, and who can help with the taxes? And then we were like, well, I studied accounting in college, and then it kind of unraveled itself. It was really great. It was really nice to see it all play out. Very
cool story. I want to congratulate you. Nardo's Natural was the Business of the Year in Florida, in Clearwater.
Yes.
That's a big accomplishment. Yep. So congratulations to you guys on that.
Thank you. Yeah, it took a little bit of work to get out of Mom and Dad's kitchen, but yeah, we made ourselves very proud. Our parents now have some more home space, and we got out of their house.
Very awesome. So your mom has her kitchen back.
Yeah, she certainly does.
She loves that and appreciates that, I'm sure. Can you tell us a little bit about where you guys have come from since Shark Tank? What's happened since then?
Yeah, absolutely. We basically make skincare products. If you ever want to visit our website, it's nardosnatural.com. It'll give you a little bit more insight about everything that we do. We make everything from body moisturizers to face creams, lip balms, baths, bar soaps, bath and body products. And the idea, again, behind it all is to keep them healthy, paraben-free, fragrance-free, USDA certified organic ingredients. And what we did was we introduced those to hotels and resorts in town. Some of the larger accounts like Marriott's or Loews Hotels, the Don Cesars, these big accounts would use these products in treatments, in facials, massages, anything during the spa treatment process. And then at the end of the treatment, they would use it during, and then at the end they would use it as a retail item in the lobby. So we were kind of covering all grounds in the spa industry. It was unique for a business to do something like that. Typically you have items that are called back bar items, and then you have retail items. And Nardos Natural, my company, developed both the same thing, and the spa industry took a liking to it, and that's what helped it launch.
Very interesting. And I have the products here, so I'll show them to you guys. One of the first things I noticed, another show that Ovaleye TV produces is G Free and Happy. And on your labels, if you guys, I might be going the opposite way, if you guys can see this, it says gluten-free on here, which I've never ever seen before on any skincare product. So tell us a little bit about that, because that's a huge market and nobody markets to that audience.
Absolutely, and that's something we wanted to certainly have a warm welcome to and open those doors up toward, because some products are, some products aren't. What we want to do is make it known for our consumer, and therefore it's easier for them to understand and feel more comfortable when applying our products. Being all natural and organic, you can contain certain different soys, wheats, oats, and things of that nature, some of which may contain gluten, because you're taking a more natural approach. And we just want to make our consumers privy to it, that they are safe when applying these products for gluten-free.
Yeah, and you mentioned to me they're pretty much all gluten-free except for one.
Yeah, we have a Shea Honey soap. That's the only one it's more or less a gray area. We have a lot of gluten-free or gluten-prone clients who use the product and have no issues with it, but we do want to just always stress that that one does come from a Shea Honey oat, which it could be or could not be derived from a wheat, in terms of how you want to break down the definition of it. But everything else really is not an issue. It's really one of those things that someone might have an issue, someone may not. But because we're an all-natural and organic line, we don't chemically alter any of the ingredients. We don't use any alcohols, any irritants. So that makes us really versatile and suitable for all skin types. And that's something that's really benefited our company. A lot of people call in and say, I've got oily skin or combination skin or dry skin. And we've really been able to say, I have moms who use our product, their daughters use it, the sisters use it, the aunts use it, and it's all the same product. And that's really unique in a skincare line.
Well, I have to say, your skin looks very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I want to tell everybody about these products here. I have they have a ton more on their website, so check them out at nardosnatural.com. Back here, as you can see. And I am a really harsh critic when it comes to cleaning my face, and I was very impressed with these. Okay, so the facial cleanser, which is right here, I give it the glitter test. I put on my, you know, Parte makeup with the glitter. Guys, you may not know this.
I do the same thing. No,
90% of the face cleansers that I have tried do not remove the glitter. Flat out don't. It's all mashed over your whole face. I used one pump of this on my whole face and it was all gone. I'm not even kidding you. So I was incredibly impressed with just the cleanser alone. And then the facial moisturizer, I can't even tell you. This beautiful packaging. This is you guys' brand new packaging that you have for all your products.
Yes.
And smells absolutely phenomenal. Feels great. And the one thing I love about it is that you don't have to use a ton of it. So this bottle is going to last a long time because you're not like caking it on to get the moisture to stay. Okay.
Yeah.
For anybody, ladies especially, eye serum. Oops, here you go. Night treatment. Do you want to explain these a little bit? I'm sure there's a science behind them. Why should you use the eye serum?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them. You've touched some great points. To divert back to the cleanser, that's actually our #1 selling product, the cleanser. It's an unbelievable product. And again, I don't want to overuse the word versatile, but that product, it's a makeup remover. It's going to neutralize your pH balance. You know, you're going to cleanse the skin, obviously, because it's a cleanser. But so many people are like, oh, I've got my eye makeup on, and I can't believe this product did it. I didn't have to go out and get something else. And that was something early on when we were testing the product. I wasn't wearing any eye makeup, so I wasn't even aware of it. And women were calling me in going, my makeup is coming off. This is fantastic. So that's what helped us market in understanding that over time. So it was great for us to see that. The next thing is, these products are great for men. I mean, I'm a man, I make the products and I use the products, but women primarily are the ones out there purchasing, and we do have to gear toward that. And what would we do? Make them smell incredibly delicious. The aromas behind all of them, the pineapple masks, the blueberry masks, the lavender face creams, they smell amazing because the first thing a woman does when she picks up those products, she looks at the packaging and then she smells it. And we wanted to make sure we did that in a healthy way. There's no synthetic fragrances. The aromas come from the zest of the fruit, of the botanical leaf. It's all safe, it's all natural, and it's really good for you. And it makes you feel good when you put it on because you know you're applying something healthy. And when you apply products to your skin, they absorb through your pores and into your body. So if you're essentially eating your products, you're going to want to eat something healthy.
Yeah, and they're natural smells. They're not perfumey at all. So no, dudes, if you do want to use these, you're not going to smell like a girl. You'll smell like a fruit salad or something.
That's okay. It works. I didn't scare my girlfriend off yet.
So I have vanilla body lotion here. And again, beautiful packaging. I love what you guys have chosen. And what else do they have? They have, do you guys technically call this lip chapstick? What do you call this?
We call it lip balm because chapstick's name brand. But the lip balm, yeah, we're actually proud to announce because of due to the high customer demand, we put an SPF 15 in there. I live down here in sunny Florida. I know you guys are all the way on the other coast, or you're on the other coast, but it's a little warmer down here right now. So we need to put an SPF in there to protect from the inclement weather. The berry is a new one. The berry we just released last week. It's delicious. The spearmint's always a popular one. You can't go wrong with lip balm. It's just a great product to have, and it helps, you know, provide protection from the inclement weather, whether it's windburn, sunburn, if you're out on the beach. I don't get time out of the office very much, but if I'm out in the sun, it's good to protect your lips.
And for those of us who are not in sunny Florida, who are in rainy Seattle, do you have any? We have a question in the chat from Jennifer Dono. Do you have any self tanner, or is that something you guys may pursue?
Actually, yeah, that is something we're working on. And now that we've very fortunate to get to a newer level and work with different engineers and such, that's something that had come across inside the lab we were discussing a couple of weeks ago. It's interesting to us because we never thought about it early on because we had naturally olive tan skin being Italian. And then our friends were coming to us with like, we need products like this. And we started to listen to other skin types because, again, like being a woman, I didn't know about the glitter on the face and things like that. So it was all a big learning process for us. And those are products that will slowly be released and developed. You know, right now we did just launch a few new items this month alone. So there's always something new. And that's what's kind of exciting about checking back to the website and seeing, oh, what do they have now? And there's some really great ones that were just launched recently.
And really quick before we go, tell us about the Muscle Rub.
The Muscle Rub is a great product. He's a big athlete on this side of town. I don't know about the other coast, but David Price is a 3-time Major League All-Star pitcher. He's also the Cy Young Award winner. He plays for the Tampa Bay Rays. He's the starting pitcher for the team. And he actually saw us on Shark Tank and was looking for a healthy product to use on his arm topically to help relieve pain and soreness. And he called us up and was like, guys, can you make me something for my shoulder? And we said, yeah, I think we can come up with something. And we made him a healthier form of those pain relieving gels out there on the market today, something that's all natural. It's really unheard of right now. Nobody has one of those. We created an unbelievable muscle rub that professional athletes use, athletes in high school, college, or older, mature audience who have got arthritic and joint pain. It's a great all-around topical analgesic that's going to help naturally calm and reduce pain.
Wow, that's amazing. You guys really do listen to what people say and you incorporate it into what you're working on. That's hard to come by.
Well, that's very important as a family business. And some people are still shocked that at the level that we've gotten to, there are 4 brothers, so it's great so we can divide and conquer, but we still individually write every single customer who buys on our website handwritten letter from one of the brothers.
I got one.
Yeah. And that's really important to us. And that's just something that I think Barbara saw when she invested the business and who we were. And I just hope that we convey that to our audience, that we are a family business looking to make a difference and just provide a healthier skincare line out there for everybody to enjoy.
Very nice touch. Really quick, sorry. Rob from the Shark Tank blog is in the chat room, and he wants you to tell us about your spa.
Oh, yeah. We bought a spa in downtown St. Petersburg, conveniently across the street from Tropicana Field, where the Tampa Bay Rays play, so I get to check out a game or two from time to time. But we bought that for, actually, it was Barbara's idea. I was working in a warehouse for 3 months, after we started to develop the company. And Barbara was like, "You're 4 handsome boys. You're in a warehouse with no windows. Get yourselves out there." And you guys heard Barbara about a week and a half ago in her interview. She's very, she's got quite the personality, but she'll tell you how it is. And I love working with her. And she basically said, get yourselves out there in the public eye. Go out and speak to people. Have them come in. Welcome them in with, open arms. And in our warehouse, we had no windows, just boom, all day, all night. We didn't know if it was daytime or nighttime when we left the office. So she said, get yourselves in a fun, friendly environment where you can interact with others. And that was the idea behind our spa. We bought a spa. We offer incredible services in Florida, and we hope to expand.
Amazing information. I love your guys' story. Well, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I know your other brothers are out of town working, so tell them congratulations on all your successes to all 4 of you, and to your mom for the use of her kitchen.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I really appreciate being on.
Thank you very much. So Danny's going to go in the chat for a little while. If you guys have any questions, feel free to talk to him in there. I want to thank everybody for watching the show tonight. Next week, we have a really exciting guest. I'm stoked for this one. I get geekly excited, as Jen would say. I geek out about a lot of things. But next week, our guest is Roberto Torres, and he is I think he's the CEO or co-owner of Black and Denim Apparel, which is a rockin' apparel line for men and women. It's made entirely, every piece, in the United States. And he just kicked butt on his Kickstarter campaign. He's at like over $30,000 now for getting to the next goal, and they're growing their business. And as you know, we're going to feature rum cakes next week from Chez Moi Bakery. And so stay tuned if you want to watch the past episodes, or in the future catch us live. We're on every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 Eastern, or you can watch on smallbusinessesdoitbetter.com. So thanks everyone for joining.